All right. So you're all welcome to this evening back office training. And I'm going to quickly share my RoyalQ application. Then we will get into business. So when you want to enter into your RoyalQ account, you have to log in. Sometimes when you don't log out through the mine button, your app still open. But there are some instances that when your internet changed, maybe you were using Wi-Fi, then it later changed to the normal internet. It could switch you off. It could log you out automatically. Okay. So we would first learn on how to navigate through the RoyalQ back office. We are going to look at the dashboard, okay, and understanding the team structures that we have in RoyalQ. And also, I'll teach you where to view your earnings, either the trading profit or from team building. And for you to also check for activation, when to renew your account or where to activate if you deposit. All right. So this is the RoyalQ back office. This is how it looks like. This is our dashboard. We have the home button, we have the strategy, we have the circle, we have the news, we have the mine. So we use this dashboards most frequent, okay? Sometimes you have to tap on the home button, sometimes strategy, sometimes mine. It depends on what you are going to do or what you are looking for. So now let us quickly go to the home button. So there are some key features that I'm going to pinpoint. The rest, we don't really need them. On Saturday, during the new user orientation, I'll take you through all. So at my top left corner, this is where you see the respective crypto exchanges that you can connect to your RoyalQ robot. Okay. Now, if you happen not to be using Binance and you are using a different exchange, you would quickly switch to that exchange before you pick up a trade or you check for coins that are available for you to trade. So, yeah. Now, there are some important buttons here. These two buttons. This is the security button and this is the notification bell. So let us look at the first one, the security button. Now, when you tap on this, you'll be able to see how many times you have logged into your RoyalQ, okay? You would see the device that you used in logging in. You would see the time, the location, and the date. Now, you can also get withdrawals, okay? If you have ever withdrawn from your RoyalQ, you would see the withdrawal history under security log as well. All right, so that is the security log. Everybody has this on their RoyalQ app. So this helps you to track for you to know who is entering into your account because probably you're not using an iPhone, but you notice that all the time an iPhone logs into your account. So you would love to report it and also change your credentials. But if you have given your details to someone, that is different. Okay. Let me quickly share another screen where you'll be able to see the withdrawal successful on this particular screen. All right. So this is the security log. So you can see withdrawn successful. 270 USDT withdrawn. Okay, so under the security, you could still get withdrawal notifications. So not only login. So anytime you make a withdrawal, you would see the notification under the security log. All right, so I'm going to stop the screen, then continue with the previous screen. Please, this one is not prospect meeting, so you'd need to watch my screen on the Zoom. Okay, if you do not watch it, you do not understand the whole show. All right, so that is it with the security log. Now let's move back to the other notification bell. So that notification bell is the news tab. You get system message and other message over here. So under the system message, you get messages from the RoyalQ app. Messages like if someone joined your team newly, you get a notification under system message. If your fuel fees is running down or is running low, you get a notification under system message. If you deposit USDT onto your RoyalQ, you get a notification like recharge has arrived. Okay. If you are trading and you happen to use the allocated money that you plan for a particular coin, you have used it to trade another coin because you are tempted to. Now, the first coin that you have set up, when it drops significantly and the robot wants to buy your margin calls, because you have used the money left for another new coin, the robot is not able to purchase the rest of the calls. So it gives you a typical message like this: Binance XLM USDT spot has stopped margin call due to insufficient balance in the exchange. Please deposit in the exchange and tap open margin call in the transaction page to continue your call. Thank you. So it simply means if you do not have more USDT, you can purchase from your exchange so you can continue your calls, or you could wait patiently for the ones that has already bought to sell. But the more you wait, the more your floating loss increases if the coin is going down. Okay. Now let's move to order message. Under the order message, there are only two types of messages you can get. Okay. We have buy and anytime there are sell. Okay, these are all buys. So you can see there are new buy in Binance CVC USDT. This is the average transaction price it bought at, meaning the price at which it bought at. Then the quantity it bought for you. Then the average position price as well. Now, we have the time and the date that is located here for you to know the time the transaction took place. Now let's look for a sell. So this is a sell. There are new sell in CVC profit rate, new sell in CVC profit rate. So it will give you the quantity that it sold for you, then the average transaction price it sold at, and the time and date that it sold. Okay. So if you scroll through it, you'll be able to see this is a buy, this is a sell. So at 2 a.m., whilst I was sleeping, the robot was buying. At 2 a.m., whilst I was sleeping, the robot was selling. So you can see buy, sells, buy, sells. So that is the main reason why we went in for this robot. Instead of me being awake to buy or sell, I set it down. Then the robot does its work. You can see at midnight, it works a lot. Okay. So we have 12, we have sell from, let's say, 11:56 my time. It sold again 12:1. It sold again 12:4. It sold again 12:4. Sold again 12:7. Sold again 12:30. Sold again 125, 125, 150, 1. 223, 226. So you can see the robot is busy working. You are not the one doing the buying. Are you the one? No. We have set the robot up. So it follows the instructions that we've given it to read. So that is the news. Now, another important feature is the announcement. Okay, this side. So the announcement, this is where RoyalQ communicates to us. Okay, because they don't have our phone numbers or our private emails to email us. So they communicate on with us through the RoyalQ app under the announcement tab. So under the announcement tab, we have three different types of messages: latest announcement, new listens, and removal notice. So the latest announcement is like, for instance, if RoyalQ want to announce a message to us, okay, we get it under latest announcement. As well as if there are new coins that have been added, we still get it under latest announcement. Then if they are removing a coin, we will still be informed over there. Now they still go ahead to add the link of the Binance so that you would know that, okay, this coin that they are removing STPT from Binance Spot Trading. So if you are trading this coin, what you need to do is you need to exercise a little patience. Okay. Now, they said it will be removed on the 19th of May. Today is 7th. So at least there are 12 days more for it to be removed. Let's say 11, because the day they'll remove it is not part, okay? Because it uses the UTC plus 8. So let's say 18th, okay? So you would have to check and do the needful. But one thing I've studied from the listing of coins is anytime a coin is being delisted, you see that the coin pumps some crazy way before it's being removed completely. So if you have the patience to wait, just be monitoring it and be checking. If you see that it's higher than your average price, you can quickly sell and come out of it, and don't be tempted to retrade it again. Okay. Now let's move out of this place and go to new listens. So the new listens are the new trading pairs that RoyalQ add. Because when we started using the RoyalQ app, we had the default coins. Okay, those ones comes with the RoyalQ app. But the new coins that started popping up or coming up, they always add it up to us. Okay, so you have to go and add it manually on your own by going to tap on the plus button. Okay, like recently, one of our new team members, we wanted to pick a trade. We wanted to trade Pepe. Pepe. So when we went to search, the coin was not there. But we came to the coin management, tap on the plus, then we were able to add the new coins. So Pepe was part of the new coins. That was why it wasn't part of the default. So we added it, then we could trade it. Now it's not compulsory to add these coins, okay? It's not so compulsory for you to add them, but you can add them on single basis. Let's say, for instance, you are using KuCoin and you want to add only the IMT USDT, you don't want to add the rest, you could simply search for it. Okay. So where to get that is by tapping on the coin management tab. Just click here. Once you tap on it, it sends you to this part. Then you tap on spot, you tap on all, then you add. Okay. You tap on all, then you add. So that is simply that. Okay. Now, let us go back to where we were. Sorry, we were on the announcement. So, removal notice. So, the reason why coins are being delisted or removed from the exchanges is when they are performing poorly or they do not meet the standards of the exchange, they delist them. Okay. And Binance is actually known to be an exchange that they like to delist coins a lot. Okay. but it doesn't mean that all other exchanges do not. Other exchanges also do. You can see we have for HTS, Indodax, OKS, Bybit, and the rest. Okay, so all exchanges, even Kraken and MEXC. So all the exchanges. That is why, as traders using the Royal Q robot, we should know which coins to go in for. Okay, not all coins that you just see that, oh, this coin, it can give me more profit, so let me chase it. No, you chase it and remain stuck on it, because the next moment you hear that it's being delisted. So you just have to be careful and know which coins to go in for when you are trading. All right. So let us look at the strategy here. No, let's first go to home. So profit details, we need it. We have to check profit details. So with the RoyalQ app, you know that our trading capital is not with the RoyalQ. Our trading capital is in our exchange. So the profit that you make that is recorded here, you need to, it's just a record for you to see that, oh, okay, this is what I made today. This is what I made a day before yesterday. But the real profit goes directly into your exchange. RoyalQ just helps you to display it so that you see. Okay. Now, this button here, we use it to share. For instance, if you want to forward this page to someone, you can just simply touch on it, then you'll be able to share. Or when you're on the profit analysis as well, once you tap on the share button, it can, or the currency profit as well. Okay, total profit for today, there is nothing yet, but the Singapore time, we just entered into the Singapore time 2 hours ago. So the day has not yet ended. It will end tomorrow, 6 p.m. And this is the cumulative profit. If you say cumulative profit, it means what you have made in total. Okay. Now, there is an information here. Anytime you see I being circled, it stands for information. So RoyalQ is trying to inform us that if you are using sub-bin mode, profits will only be shown after all positions are closed. What are they trying to say? So there are three types of strategy mode. We have the whole warehouse mode, we have the sub-bin mode, then we have the sub-bin real-time settlement. Okay. Now, if you are using the middle one, if the robot buys your first call, second call, third call, fourth call, fifth call, and so on, and it starts to sell the sub cells start from 5 and above. If it starts to sell them, it will not give you the profit of the sub cells, but rather, what would it do? It will use the profit to draw the average price closer to the current price, so the trade can come out faster or can come out quickly. But once it sells everything completely, that is when it will give you the profit for the whole warehouse mode, the 0 to the 4th margin call. Then they kept on saying profit will directly go into your exchange balance. It simply means the profit will not come on RoyalQ, because that is not where your trading capital is. And this is simple logic. Okay. Because where your money is, that is where you would go for your profit. All right. So when you touch on any of the results, if it's no more than 7 days, you'll be able to see the history, the records, to see, oh, which coin gave you this profit. You understand? You'll be able to see it, and the fuel fee that was being charged. Okay. Now that brings us to the question, fuel fees. I explained it during my last session in the prospect meeting. So RoyalQ says that whatever profit you make 100% profit. Now they are going to deduct 20% out of the 100. It means you, the trader, will take home 80%. Okay. But mind you, don't forget, because RoyalQ cannot come into your crypto exchange to take 20% of the 100 you made, they take it from your fuel fees. And where do you find your fuel fees on RoyalQ? You can find it under the assets page. Assets can be found on the home button and also on the mine button. Okay, so let us go back to the profits. Then profit analysis. This one displays the graphical view of the profit you have earned in percentage wise. Okay, for you to see that, oh, okay, so out of this total income, big share is 11.3%. Okay, so you'll be able to see all the rest of the coins. Now, anytime you see a drop down arrow beside something, it tells you there are more details. Okay, so when you tap on the drop down arrow, it brings you the rest of the exchanges. So if you are not using Binance, you tap on the appropriate one that you are using. Now let us go to currency profit. So the currency profit displays how much you have made in how do you call it, in revenue, okay, on all the coins you've ever traded before. It displays all, it doesn't hide any coin from you. It even shows you the coins that you have made the least profit from. Okay, that is one thing I love about the Royal Q boot, is it's very, very transparent. Okay, it doesn't hide any info. Even if the coin was delisted, you will still see the profit that you made from it. Okay, all right, so let us move out of this and go, yeah, let's go back. So that is the profit details. Okay, that is where you would see your profit from your trading. Now let's look at invite friends. So it's also another important feature. If someone asks or someone wants to join this business, you do not have to let them use the link you used in registering. Now that you have activated, you have access to your personal invitation link. Always copy the invitation link, share with them, let them fill out the forms, and they are redirected to tap on the download button. Then it sends them to the appropriate either Google Play Store, Android Store, or Apple Store to download the authentic app. Okay, when you invite friends, refer them, you both win together. So that is it about the invitation. The reason why I don't encourage people to copy the code is your prospect might not know the fake applications from the original one. So if you give them the official invitation link, it saves everybody the stress. Okay. All right. So we have user guide. User guide too is very, very important. If you want to know a lot of things about the Royal Q robot, just come to the user guide. You see a lot of questions. Tap on the interesting one that you'd love to get yourself informed of. Okay. Now let us look over here. As we are here, people are making profit. Okay. So anytime someone makes profit from the system, it displays it here. Okay, you can see someone just made profit from Solana. Another person just made from LPT. It states the percentage as well. Okay, for you to see that, oh, this person, another RSR. Okay, so all of us, our profit is being shown over there. Whether it's spot or on whichever market, it will still show it over there. All right. Now let us go to this part. So I already explained here. If you want to add the new trading pairs, you tap on this button, then you add. But make sure you have the latest version of the Royal Q before you can add, or else you might not get those coins. Now the search button, most people do not like using this button. I don't know why. The search. You cannot go through 318 coins looking for just one. Perhaps there is a signal you want to pick a coin, or your upline has recommended a particular coin for you to trade. Let's assume I want to trade XRP. If I look at this list here, When I glance through it, I can't see XRP. So instead of me scrolling through XRP, before you get to XRP, the coin must have even delivered. So just tap on the search button, then type XRP. It brings it out. Once it brings it out here, just tap on it. Don't go and tap on return or done. Just tap on it. Once you tap on return or done, it will remove everything. So just tap on the result. Now, there are some instances that if you haven't traded XRP before or you haven't set trade settings on it and you type it's XRP, you see no data below. It doesn't mean the coin is not here. You just have to quickly switch to all. Once you switch to all, retype it, you would get the results. Okay. But if you have ever traded the coin or you have set trade settings on it before, you would find it under favorites. Okay. All right. So let's move out and go to strategy. Now, under the strategy, you would see 5 coins that are currently running. Okay. Running 5 and stopped 14. So it means there are some coins that I have paused them. Now, if you pause a coin, the robot won't be able to buy or sell them if it's supposed to. Okay, why do we pause? Sometimes we pause to take a lot of profits, okay? Because with the RoyalQ app, at first we could take profit of 100%, 1000%, 20,000. Then RoyalQ changed it. They limited it to 30%, okay? But someone would love to take more than 30%. Someone would love to take 300%. So if you want to do that, you have to pause the trade. Okay, so that when it gets to the 30, it will not sell off completely. So that is where you would find the pause coins under the stop. Now, if you want to create a new coin or you want to start a new coin, you can simply tap on the create button or also simply tap on the search button to search for the coin, because once you tap on create, it sends you to the search. Okay, so you can simply tap on the shortcut and search for the coin, tap on it, then I understand, then create. We always trade on the martingale strategy board, not the grid board. Then you tap on create again, then don't remind me again. It's just a risk precaution. Okay, so you tap on I understand. Then if there are already settings that you want to use, you could use it, or you could edit the settings by tapping on trade settings. Then you will change the parameter settings to suit what capital you have. Okay. All right. So let us go back. We still have this button here, whereby when you tap on it, it brings all the exchanges. You don't have to go back to home. You can simply still get it under the strategy tab. Then these 4 boxes here, they are very important. If you don't switch on this two, you don't turn the pin coins to be delisted. If a coin is being delisted, you will not be able to uh get an alert, or you won't be able to get the notification on the coin. So just make sure that button is on, and show statistics too should be on. So you'll be able to see your total amount in your trades. All right. Now let us go to, so the 19 strategy count we see is the total, the 14 plus the 5. Okay. The notification bell is still here. You don't need to switch to the home button. So BTC is currently running. This is always the current price of the coin. This is always the current price of the coin and the current return rate. If I go to Binance, I'll see that BTC is plus 1.78%. It means it has started increasing. Bonk has also started increasing. Okay. Then you see XRP and the rest. Now, someone would be thinking, because XRP is plus 1.84, my unrealized P&L should also be the same. No, there are two different rates. Why? Because of the average price. So this average price affects this. And this return rate you see is based on the movement of BTC at the moment. If BTC drops to 95,000, you are going to see that this will no longer be positive. It's going to be negative. Okay. Now, who has unmuted? Let me see. Timo Link, I'm going to mute you because the noise usually distracts me. All right. I hope you guys are not hearing my background song. They are playing my favorite, one of my favorite songs on the radio. Mm. All right, so let us continue. So this is the position amount. Position amount, you can see into bracket USDT. It means only 14.59 USDT is invested in BTC. Then the unrealized PNL is negative 0.67%. So if I go to my exchange, I'm not supposed to see exactly 14.59. I'll see 14.59 minus the outside figure. Okay, that is what I'll see in my exchange. So that is why some people would be like, how come my money is reducing in my exchange? It's because of the value. If the value of the coin you are trading goes down, your total overview or on that particular assets, the value would also depreciate. What matters is the quantity. What matters is the position quantity. Okay, once the quantity is intact, you do not have to worry because as soon as the current price rises up, it's going to also rise the value up in your exchange. So with Bonk, if I go to my Binance, I do not expect to see exactly 80 point blah blah blah. I have to see 79 point something because it has a negative of negative 1.349. Okay, because the coin has gone down by negative 1.68. But once the current price of Bonk goes up and you multiply it by the quantity, you would see that the value, the 80, would also go up. It will no longer be 80. So that is when you can say, oh, so my capital was 80 and I made $2. So after it sells finish, it will dump 82 back in your USDT asset. Then you can choose to withdraw the two and continue the rest of the trade with the 80, or you can choose to compound. I hope you are all following. All right. So let us look at XRP. So I'm going to open the coins. We have strategy details and we have fulfilled orders. So when I was showing you on the home button that if your full fee, your USDT for the trade gets consumed or is finished due to margin calls, and now you have more USDT or some of the margin calls have sold off, but you still now you have more USDT. This is where you have to come to this page. This is the transaction page. Okay, this place is called the transaction page. You come here and tap on switch on margin call. Okay, then you tap on switch on margin call, then it will continue. If you don't switch it on and the price is going down, your floating loss will also be increasing. I hope that is clear. All right, so I've explained this. The average price, this average price is not for the 44th call, it's for the fourth margin call. Now let's look at the average price for the 44th call. To get that, oh shit. Sorry about that. To get that, you would need to tap on the transaction record button. This is the transaction record. This is the log button. Okay. So let's look at the transaction record so we can check the 44th call. So this is 2.1202. It's not the same as 2.4. Can you see that? The 2.102 is for the 44th call. I hope that is clear. All right. So that is why my trigger price here is saying once it gets is greater than 2.1430, the robot will quickly sell the 44th call. Then I'll get a new take profit triggering price over there. Okay. All right. So that is the average price. This average price is for the fourth call, not for the margin calls here. All right. Now, 44 margin call count. What does it mean? Now, I always tell you that in the crypto markets, there's a lot of volatility, and that is where we make the money. Okay. So when the market, you buy at a certain price and the market goes down, what makes the market goes down is the value of the asset. It has depreciated. Okay. So when it depreciates like that, the robot is designed to buy, okay, at different call drops. What does call drop means? Let's go to trade settings. So I'll show you under the margin configuration. So this is the margin call drop. Okay. So it means the first call, if the market drops from the current price it bought at, if it drops by 0.2%, the robot should quickly buy one time. If it continues to drop, it should buy another. If it continues to drop, so each drop has its own unique average price. Okay, because if it drops and buys at this point, it will create a new average price. So if the market continues to drop from the new average price by 0.3, it should buy one times. Now, one times of what? One times of your first buying amount. So if your first buying amount is 50, it means 50 by 1, then 50 by 1. Today, a new member was asking that, why don't we increase the first buying amount? And I'm like, if we increase it and the market goes deeper, you'll be stuck because your capital is not enough. It depends on how much capital you have. Then we know how much to allocate as your first buy-in amount. Okay. All right. So let us go back. So that is the meaning of margin call counts. Then position quantity. One XRP is being sold for 2.12 USDT. So it means 629 USDT has given you 260 quantity of XRP. I hope you understand. All right. Then the current price is the current price of the coin. Then unrealized P and L. What does the P stands for? What does the L stands for? Unrealized profit. Let me share this link with someone I just remembered. Let me see if she's here. So no, anytime I'm presenting, she's not here. I don't know if she's at work, but let me try and forward it because most people do not open the group chats. I don't know why, only God knows. So let me just forward. Some people wish you do one-on-one with them. That is, unfortunately, it's not possible. I do one-on-one with groups of people. I cannot just take only you because I have so many team members to attend to. Aside the Royal Q business, I have other responsibilities, you understand? So that is why, despite leader Julius's team, despite our crypto ambassadors meeting, I still take out another day. For that one, we are not many, so I can address all your queries. But people don't attend, then yet they request for one-on-one. How should that work? Okay, let us continue. Unrealized P and L. Unrealized P stands for profit, L stands for loss. So unrealized profit, if it's in green, it's unrealized profit. Until the robot sells it, it's not a profit. Or until you tap on the sell button to sell, it's not a profit. So unrealized L, meaning unrealized loss. So this trade is on an unrealized loss. Why? Because it's negative 11.85. It's not on, it's not in positive. If it were to be in positive, it would have been unrealized profit. Do you understand? Okay. So let us continue. You can see as the price has dropped, at first it was 2.12. Now it has dropped to 2.167. So what happens? My floating loss has increased from negative 11 to negative 12. This is a live market that we are into. Okay. Once this market goes up, it will quickly sell. But if it comes down, it will buy your calls. Okay. All right. So strategy info. We have the managed strategy, whereby we have one shot. Opposite of one shot is called cycle. What's the difference? So cycle means if this robot sells everything completely, it will rebuy the same XRP coin again. But if I should tap on this one shot button and one shot shows here, it means after the robot has sold all my calls, it will not buy XRP again. It will release the capital. So I can trade a different coin. So if you want to change coins, you can put your coin on one shot if it's on cycle mode. Okay. Now the sell button. When do you use this sell button? When the trade is in positive and you're like, oh, even though I said I want to take 10%, but I've seen 3%, let me sell and get that 3% and re-enter the market again. Because sometimes on your journey to the 10%, the market can go to 5%. Then it will start to drop again. So instead of you letting this 5% go waste, you can just quickly tap on the sell button. So you can take this 5%, then you re-enter at the current price. So even if it goes down, you know you've taken 5% out of the market. Okay. Now, if you don't have good internet, strong internet, don't try that. Let me repeat it again. If you don't have a better internet, don't try that. Because if you are dealing with a very volatile coin and you tap on the sell button and it's not selling faster because of your internet, and that coin drops, you are going to lose money. Okay, so you need to be careful. All right, now let us go to buy. When do we buy? We buy when you are in a floating loss. Okay, for instance, this coin, I want to repump another 1,000 USDT in it. Currently, it's only 600 that is in it. But I'm like, I've heard some news and I want to buy more of XRP. So I've prepared $1,000 for it. And I'm already on negative 12. Instead of me using all the 1,000 for margin calls or for increasing my first buying amount, I would decide to first buy 500 or 200 or 300. Then the remaining will be for opening of more margin calls. So let's assume I type 300 here. if I buy 300 USDT of XRP, it's going to reduce my position. It's going to reduce my floating loss from negative 12.60 to negative 5.3. Then I'm going to get a new average price of 2.3067 instead of the previous one, 2.4141. Now, when does the robot sells? The robot sells when the current price is more than the average price. So if I've reduced my average price from 2.4 to 2.3, is 2.3 not closer to 2.1 than 2.4? So that is the motive behind buying manually. And the terminology used for buying manually is called manual replenishment. So instead of someone saying, "Oh, I'm going to buy manually on my RoyalQ," the person can say, "I'm going to do manual replenishment." Okay. So if you hear manual replenishment, you should understand that is the meaning. You can decide to buy at market price, which is once you tap here and it shows here, it means you are buying at the current price. Current price is the same as market price. Okay. Now, if you don't want to buy at market price, you want to buy at your trigger price, meaning you are like, I won't buy at this current price. I want it to go lower than that. So maybe I write 1.99 or 1.98. Once the current price gets to 1.98, it will buy whatever amount you instructed the robot to buy for you. Okay. All right. So these are the strategy modes I was talking about on the home button where the revenue details, the profit details is. So whole warehouse mode will sell everything in whole. Now, if you're going to be having more than four margin calls, it's not advisable to put it on whole warehouse mode unless you have maybe 7 margin call limits, no more than 10. Okay. The default Royal Q comes with a maximum of 7, and the strategy mode is whole warehouse mode. Okay, that one will sell everything in whole. But once you are going to have a lot of margin calls and you want to be making profits even in the deep, it's not advisable to put it on whole warehouse mode. Then we have sub bin mode. Now, the sub bin mode is what I explained, that it will sell the sub cells, but it uses the profit to draw the average price closer to the current price. Then with this sub bin mode real time settlement, it gives you the profit. Anytime it sells, it gives you the profit. It sells, it gives you the profit. Okay. So let's say, for instance, your first buying amount is 5 USDT. If it bought the 45th call 5 and it gave you a profit of, and later sells the 45th call and gave you a profit of 1.2%, what is 1.2 by 5? Let's check it. That would be 0.06. So in a day, maybe the robot has sold 6 times for you. But when you check all the percentages, one is 1.2, one is 1.3. Let me use this as an example, then you can see it clearly. So let's look at the orders for today. Okay, let me see if this is okay. This is 4th of May. This is 5th of May. And this is 5th. This is 5th. Sit. Sit again. I'm looking for the cells. Sit. Okay, this is 7th. So this is 0.88%. Then this is 0.91. Let's add it together. 0.91, 0.91 plus 0. Is it 88%? Okay. So this is 1.79%, which is a good percentage. Today, XRP did not really sell that much for me, but I think CVC sold for me a lot. Let's look at CVC. Then I go to the transaction record of CVC. Let it finish loading, please. Okay, great. So let me check. This is 7. Okay, this is it. So let's say 7 started from probably here. Yeah, so 7 started from here. So this is 1.2. 1.2. Let me be doing the calculation on a different device. 1.2 plus 0.96 plus 0.75 plus 0.94 plus 0.74 plus 1.03 plus 0.82. I think that's all. Yeah. So this is 6%. So if you're going to calculate it in percentage wise, you would see that, oh, then this is good though, because the bank that I know, your money being there the whole year, no bank in this world will you get 6%. Never. Go and do your research. So what I need to do is to increase my first buying amount. Assuming my first buying amount was 100 or 300 or 200, I would appreciate this sales, because let's say uh it bought 200, 5 times in a day, then it sold all this 5. How much would that be? 6.44% times, let's say it bought 200, 205, that is 1,000, and it sold it. This is $64 in a day. It is good. But look at the amount that was involved. 9.9981, let's say it's 10 USDT as first buying amount. So when they add the profit to it, the 0.00 something cent, when they add it to it, it now comes to 10.1079. So you will not appreciate the percentage because it's just 10 cents. Do you understand? Are you getting the picture clear? But you now, your whole trading capital is $100. If we go and make the first buying amount $100, once it buys 100, fetish, yeah, carry is finished. So how can you know, buy the dip if the market goes against you? Do you get the scenario? So me, I always tell people, those who come to me complaining, oh, I'm just making some 2 cents, some 1 cent. I said, thank God, increase your capital. Do you know how much percentage that gave you that 2 cents? They'll be like, no. I say, okay, let's go to Zoom. Then I say, all the sales that you got, calculate the percentages. I'm like, wow. Hey, then this is good though, because bank in UK will give you 2% the whole year if your money is in the bank. So if a day I can get 2% here, then it's good. Even more than that. Do you understand? So that is it. So this is where you see the transaction record. Once you tap on the arrow beside it, you see all the details. Okay. Now, under the transaction record, anytime you see operation, abnormal operation, it means you have tampered with the trade. It can be intentionally, it can be unintentionally. The intentional one, you decided to go and remove the money in your exchange on the coin. So if it sells, it will sell an empty quantity. There won't be any quantity. So it will give you abnormal operation. Another reason If the quantity that the robot was about to sell, the quantity is less in your exchange, it will tell you abnormal operation. We are dealing with a robot. If it is 10 quantity it's bought for you on a particular position, if it's selling, it wants to sell all the 10 quantity. It doesn't want to sell 9.5 or 9.9 or 9.8. Okay, now the reason why some people's quantity reduce in their exchange is they don't have BNB. We call it BNB is the native token of Binance. And anytime you are trading, Binance also deducts what we call trading fee. It's called the maker and the taker fees. So you see that when you are trading, when you go to your transaction records, you see trading fee. Some small figures. Okay, they take it from the BNB. So if you don't have BNB, they take it from the asset you are trading from. But sometimes if you have USDT, they take it from the USDT. Okay, so make sure in your exchange you have some BNB, especially those who are trading with huge capital, they can feel that. But if you're trading with a small capital, you can't feel it. Now, the advice I'll give is if you go to your Binance, you would see convert small assets to BNB. Just do that so that the crypto dust that you have from other previous trades, you can convert them into BNB. Okay. All right. Okay. So we've looked at almost everything here. If you want to change the trade settings here, you have to tap on trade settings. This RoyalQ app, when you are using it, you need to be smart. Always look at the top, look at the bottom. Okay. Sometimes if you are guiding people on Zoom, they are just watching somewhere else. Okay, you have to take note of the down buttons and the top buttons. Okay. So if you want to change the settings here, you can't just simply tap here, then you start editing. You have to first come to trade settings down there. Then whatever changes you want to make, you can do those changes over here. Okay. Once you are done, you save and confirm. Then voila, everything is set. Okay. If you mistakenly tap on pause, can you see the instructions they are telling you? They say info is going to stop strategy. Do you want to confirm pause strategy? Once you tap on confirm, it will pause this coin. The robot will not buy or sell. Now, the system can pause it automatically. How? If the robot wants to sell for you, it didn't get enough fuel fee, it will quickly pause it until you top up and come and start it. It will not continue. Now, if you are lucky to have part of the fuel fee, they will deduct the one that they've gotten, then the rest will be a negative on your account. Okay, so you always have to make sure you don't run out of fuel fees. Below, we have the USDT balance. If you tap on the eye, nobody can see your balance. Okay. Once you tap on the USDT, it brings the rest of the base currencies that we are allowed to trade with on RoyalQ. Okay. So someone is trading on BTC or Ethereum or USDC, you would see the quantity you have. Currently, I'm trading on USDT. You see a quantity of BTC here because in my trades, I have BTC running. Okay. I hope that is clear. So don't think I'm trading a BTC pair. All right. So I'm going to quickly stop my screen and share a different screen to show you where one can see uh your full fees. Okay, so let me share my screen. I hope you are following and you are enjoying. After the session, I'll take questions. So those who used to ask a lot of questions during the prospect meetings, you don't see them over here. Oh. It's only prospect meetings that they will come and ask their RoyalQ questions. So let us go to the mine button. So under there, this is where, if you're on this Zoom and you haven't changed your name, please do that now by tapping on the arrow in the corner here you would see nickname. Then change your name. Because if you're in my team, I'd like to know you, not with some alphanumeric. So the days that I don't get money from you, I'll contact you. Hello, Pastor Joseph, why? Is your boat no more working, or have you stopped it? Or you've run out of fuel fee? Then I would know. If you don't personalize your account, nobody will know. Even if you share your link with someone, the person cannot confirm you are the one. You all know my upline is Leader Julius Kabanda, right? Yeah. So that is it. Now, UUID, we use this code if you want to do internal transfer, RoyalQ to RoyalQ. You can either use UUID or email in the transactions, okay? So that is it about that aspect. Now, when will my robot expire? I can see it over here. And it's not compulsory to renew. If you are okay with the robot, you are satisfied with the services it gave you, want to continue, you could renew it. Okay. Mine is on auto renewal. That is why you see cancel there. Had it been it's not on auto renewal, you see renew. Okay. So as it's on auto renewal, once the date reaches, it quickly deducts 120 from my assets, not from my Binance, from my assets. Okay. So let's go to assets. Assets is where you can see your fuel fee and also your activation fee. Let me relaunch my app again. Seems not to be responding. All right, so let's go back to the mine. I go to assets. So under assets, this is where you'll be able to see your bonuses from your team members. But if you are not building any team or you don't have any person under you, the money you see here is your fuel fees. What is fuel fees? I already explained it from the beginning. Okay. So all of us, when we wanted to activate, you brought more than 120. Okay. So 120 was activation fee, 20 was left for fuel fee. Those who do not have enough trading capital can start with 10. Okay. But once your fuel fee gets below 10, it will start to alert you anytime there is a sale. Then once it gets below 2, the strategy will be stopped. The robot cannot buy, neither can it sell. So make sure your assets, you always have more money there, or you have enough money that can attend to your fuel fees. Okay. Now, you can change your valuation method. Okay. Mine is in Ghana cedis. So depending on which country currency you want to use, just go to the mine button, go to system settings. That is the last button there. Then tap on currency. Once you tap on currency, you can view it in your currency. I don't know if we have the Sudanese, the South Sudan people. What's your currency? Is Leader Margaret here? Is Leader Margaret on the Zoom? I believe so. So what's the currency that you guys have? What's the uh can you give us your currency name? Or it's not in the list? SSP. Ah, thought as much. SSP. Okay. So let's confirm it. It's going to show my monies in SSP, South Sudan pounds. Oh, that's nice. Okay. I've learned something today. Okay, so it shows it. So if it's your trading profits too, you would see it in the valuation method you have chosen. Okay. So you see withdrawable. It means the difference between this and this is not yet up to 24 hours. Meaning when you deduct 135 when you deduct 37 from 135, it's going to give you 98. It means 98 USDT is not yet 24 hours on the system. That is why that one cannot be withdrawn. But once it's 24 hours exactly, it adds up to this. So if I want to withdraw money now, I can't be able to withdraw only 37 point blah blah blah. Okay. So this is a history record. Peer reward, meaning I have a team member who is on the same rank as me. So I earn peer reward. Then team quantification, my team members that I'm qualified to earn from. Then mentor bonus. Mentor bonus. If you're a mentor and your students that you've been guiding, anytime they are making profit, you are also earning something. Okay. So that tells you that, oh, okay, then your mentees, things are working well with them. Okay. So, yes, that is all the records. You can see the last 7 days record. So last 7 days is 1st of May. So I'll be able to see what happened in May. Okay, 1st of May, I would see everything. If it's activation gain, I'll be able to track all those records. That is one thing I love about RoyalQ. Okay, they don't joke with their records. So let's go back. Deposit. If you want to deposit on RoyalQ, you use these buttons. You can either deposit USDT or USDC. Once you tap on it, you see the networks that one can use, okay, in doing the deposit. Without fuel fees, you cannot start a trade. Now, the convert button, we use it if you want to convert USDC to USDT, okay. Then transfer. So this is the button you tap on if you want to withdraw. Now, if I tap on the withdraw button too, they'll give me a message like this. Reminder, the fast review period has ended and risk control measures will be enhanced. Your withdrawal transfer will be reviewed before 10 a.m. UTC plus 8. It means if I initiate a withdrawal now, I'll not get it instantly. Why? Because of the measures they've put to curb all these bad people using RoyalQ in a bad way. Okay. If I want to withdraw and get it instant, I have to withdraw it from uh 10 a.m. Singapore time till the next day that they will enter into I think 3 p.m. 3 p.m. my time is 10 p.m. Okay. You can see it here. Precaution. So read this, then know when to withdraw. Okay. So in Germany here, I have to withdraw from dawn around 2 a.m. till 3 p.m. Okay. But once I withdraw after 3 p.m., we enter into the risk control session. Okay. If you want to use UUID or email, you select what you want to use and you can save the contacts, either UUID or email. You could save it so that anytime you want to withdraw, it's easy for you. You don't have to be copying and pasting. Okay, so team, this is where you would see your team members that are directly under you. Okay, so 8 people activated in my team yesterday, and profit for today is only 10. The day has not yet ended, so do not conclude. If you tap on all, you see all the people that have ever joined in your team and the levels that they are on, depending on their rank. A is for advanced level, that is the 3rd rank people. J is for 1st rank, junior. T is for 5th rank, team. A again, then M is the 2nd rank, the middle icons. Okay. So you see all your members, the dates they joined, and everything. Okay. All right. So let's move out of this place and go to reward details. So, reward details, you'll be able to see the reward details are broken into different aspects. We have activation, direct, and team. So all is everything put together. Now let us go to activation gain. So under activation gain, you'll be able to see all the people that activated in your team that you are qualified to earn from. Then activate peer income as I'm having someone who is directly under me. Then activate global dividends. That is the last rank earners, the V6, the global partners. Okay. Now let's go to direct quantification. So those that are directly under me that they are trading, anytime they are making profit, I'm also earning something. Okay. Now let's go to team quantification. So all my team members, okay, anytime you are making profit, I'm excited because I'm also earning something. Okay. So you can see the team quantification. I know someone will be like, hey, I've seen my name over there. Okay, so you'll be able to see all the earnings that are coming. So if I don't see Pastor Joseph's name, I know, hey, what's happening to Pastor Joseph? Is everything okay with his trades? Okay, so I'll do a follow up on him to see if everything is moving on well. All right, peer reward. That is the same rank. I have a team member, an indirect downline, no, an indirect team member who is on the same fourth rank as me. So I earn peer rewards from her team. Then global dividends. I have nothing to show yet. All right. So share is still here, meaning home invite friend. Then the mine, you have the share. So this is RoyalQ feedback. RoyalQ has a support system whereby if you have any challenge, you can type it here. The robot will answer. Or if it's too much for the robot, it will ask you to tap on feedback and file your complaint or your query, or if it's a contribution, you can simply do that. Security center has to do with the security of your account. Okay. You have to set transaction password because anytime you want to make a withdrawal or any transaction, you might need it. Then Google Authenticator, you can add it for extra protection. Okay. So Saturday, I'll take my time and take you through all this once again. I'm just showing you where you can see them. System settings, if you want to log out, you tap on system settings, then sign out. Okay. This is the current version of RoyalQ. So make sure you have, but this is the Apple version, not the Android. All right, so that brings us to the end of this meeting. I've spent 1 hour, 15 minutes. I'm going to use the rest of the 15 minutes for questions and answers. Please, if you have any question, just tap on the Zoom. Make sure you're on the Zoom. You tap on reactions. Let me share my screen for you to see how to do that. You tap on reactions, then raise hand. Then I'll be able to see your hands among the list. Oh, Leader Doris, great, you are here. But if you don't have any questions, you can just, no need to raise your hands up. I'm going to take in the questions. I'm going to start with the ones in the chat. Okay, so yes, please, we are following you feet to feet-ish. Princess, with that you kill me. Oh. I'm here, oh, new phone. Okay. Dr. Uma, you have a new phone. Oh, glory be to God. I hope it's an iPhone. A new crypto phone. Wow, you mean business. Okay. So, oh, IBM2 answered me SSP, South Sudan pounds. Okay, great. Yeah, so Margaret's iPhone says, I can see my name and my downline too. That is great. Okay. So that is all for today. Okay, Selassie Bill is asking, is it possible there will be no profit for 5 days straight? Yes, Selassie Bill, it's very possible, especially if the coin you entered in has not appreciated, but it keeps going down. It means it will still be buying more. Then once it starts to appreciate, it will be selling, selling, selling all that it has bought for you. It's possible. Okay. You're welcome. So who else have any question? Oh, Dudley, it's been a long time since I saw you on the meeting. You're welcome. Okay. Do you have any question? If you don't have any question, it means you guys understood everything that I taught. How is that possible? Okay, Jean, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Um, the question is, my fuel is going down. I think I'm right now at 6 point something.
Oh, with 6 point something, it will be good to top up because if at night the market really pumps up, the six can
Mm,
just be finished. Yeah. So we cannot do that because it's a recorded version. It's a
okay,
recorded version, so maybe security reasons. So once we've ended the Zoom call, I can assist you. We just have to copy the wallet address from RoyalQ, go to your exchange, then withdraw some small funds and add it to your fuel fee. But
no
people
problem.
that are sharing of the opportunity, they don't have to do those deposits because they get earnings from their team. So I'll do that
Oh,
with you after the meeting, please.
thanks.
You're welcome, Jean. So I'm going to lower your hand and mute you. Okay, so if you don't check your fuel fees, maybe you've run out of fuel fees and you are not even aware the robot is no more selling, okay, or buying. So always make sure. It even gives you alerts. You don't always have to every morning you go and check assets. No. It gives you an alert once it goes below 10. When it's on 9, 8, it will be giving you alerts anytime there is a sale that, hey, your fuel fees is lower than 10. Once it gets lower than 2, the system will stop completely. So ABM Madrid is asking, during withdrawal, can someone make it from RoyalQ or Binance like profit you earn? So the profit you earn from the trading, the recorded version is on RoyalQ, but you have to withdraw from your exchange because that is where your capital is. That is where the robot returns the profit. Okay. The the robot is just connected to your exchange, so it can pick trades on your behalf. It doesn't mean your profit is on the robot just because you see the profit recorded there. The only money you can withdraw from the RoyalQ app itself, it's from activation. If someone activated with your link, or the person is trading and they are making profit, or your mentors, your mentees, sorry. Those are the monies you can take out from RoyalQ. Okay. And of course, your fuel fees if you are no more interested. Okay. So do you have any other questions? Feel free and ask. You don't have to pay any money to ask questions. I see some new names in the meeting. Oh, Christopher Atibila, I know you. D Sapo, I don't know you. Doris Chioma, hey, my namesake. You're so meaning you are the one I see on my back office. I see you a lot. I'm like, who is this Doris? That can be me. Okay, you made it to today's Zoom. Evelyn's iPhone, I know you. I sent you the link, right? Okay, I was looking for goddamn sir instead of Evelyn's iPhone. Okay. Glory. Who is Glory? Glory or Gloria? I don't know Glory, but I know Jacinta Wilton. I know Jean. I know Pastor Joseph. I know Margaret's iPhone. I know my namesake, Mausinam. I know Princess Minat. Hey, it seems I know a lot of people in this business. Do you also know a lot of people? I know Rabbi Elvis, Samin Care too. I know you small. Selassie Bill, I know you. You are from Pastor Joseph's team. And Sophie Coops, I know you. Timo Link one. I don't think I know you. Then Uma. It is Gloria Leader. Which Gloria? It's Glory Leader. Unless I unmute you. Yeah, Dr. Uma, I know you, pa. I know you too much. All right. So since we do not have any questions, then should we end here? Uh, or it is Gloria from this country. Is it Spain? Tessie Gloria, or you're not the one. Maybe it's a different glory. So, guys, please do not forget to share